Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a video for you. It's my review on the Kevin Harvick situation at the end of Talladega yesterday. So I'm gonna first start off by saying that I'm gonna disable the likes and dislikes on this video because it's gonna be very controversial. If I said that, I can't even talk right now. So, but I'm gonna leave the comments on because I want to hear you guys' comments. I want to hear you guys' opinions, and I will read them all. So, without further ado, let's get started with the first video. The first video is basically Kyle Petty and Dale Jarrett just going over the actions of what went down. At the end of everything I have for you, then I'll state my opinion on this situation. So I'm gonna show you guys a video, which it'll be popping up like.
There you see some of the members from the 4 team, Kevin Harvick's team. That's crew chief Rodney Childers, competition director Greg Zipadelli. And the reason we're showing them, we have not heard from Kevin Harvick. Some drivers, including Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, have both made accusations that Kevin Harvick possibly started that wreck on purpose to be able to hold his position on that second restart. Again, this is what Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin said.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be an accusation is all it's going to be. Kevin Harvick's the only one who knows exactly what happened. He knows his race car won't go, right. So he had tried to go. This was the first one here. So he gets up to the right, out of the way, lets everybody go because his car will not come up to speed. It won't run any faster than what they're going under caution. But he did move to the right on that first one, Kyle, and got out of the way. They still wrecked in front of him.
Yes.
So that wasn't any problem with that about what Kevin was doing there.
Yeah, this is the first one, and like you say, he moved out of the way. Now here he is on the second one, and he stays in line farther down the racetrack, and we see the 6 of Trevor Bayne, and right here is where the controversy comes in. Is Kevin trying to get out of the way? Does he not know that the 6 car is there? I don't know. He crosses the line. I think Kevin crosses the line going up the racetrack. We heard the entire Gibbs organization almost when we interviewed him say that was done on purpose because he couldn't afford to lose any spots to make this chase.
And I have no problem with him staying in line because he saw what could happen on the first one, and he was doing everything that he could. Stay in line. If they go around you, that's one thing. And so the deal's going to come, as Kyle's just pointing out, that it looked like his car did move to the right, but is he just once the one car started around the 6 car, that first one. So that's going to create a lot of issues, but again, it's accusations that Kevin's the only one that knows.
And I'm not calling Kevin out. Only the guy that sits in that car knows what went on. That's the way it is. We can talk about it all we want to, but only the guy that sits in that car. If something did go wrong, that's the guy that has to look at himself in the mirror.
Alright guys, so you just watched the video. If you have a comment on that, leave that in the comments section. I don't care if you have to make 50 comments on this video. I'll read them all, and yeah. Just leave your opinion, guys. This is for you guys too. You can express your opinions and stuff like that. That didn't really show very much in my opinion. It did show a little bit. Like I said, I'll get into it at the end. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do each section because I got 3 videos I'm going to show you anyway. So what I thought there, I'm going to rewind a little bit, and if you guys have to, you can rewind too. The thing that really bugs me, but I'm going to mute my volume so you guys can't hear the sound, but I'm watching the video right now. What really bugs me is that Kevin Harvick did come up the racetrack. You can clearly see his car coming up above the white line, you know, right above him, and come up and take, not really like full on turn to the right, take out Trevor Bayne. No, he let, pretty much, in my opinion, he let the car drift up the track, and then so on and so on and so on. So yeah, what I gotta really criticize NASCAR about here is I thought we had a minimum speed in NASCAR that you have to hit. And I'm going to go out first of all and say, I should have did this at the beginning, but I'm not biased on any of this because I'm not a Kevin Harvick fan, but yet I don't also hate him. So I'm kind of just like in the middle. So I'm just going to I'm just going to do this how I perceived it and how I saw the video. And all the evidence, I guess. Obviously, like Kyle Petty said, that Kevin Harvick's the only, or I think it was it was either DJ or Kyle Petty that said this, but Kevin Harvick's the only one that actually knew what he did there, and he's the one that has to live with it, you know. But from my standpoint here, which I'm a fan of NASCAR, you know, so I could clearly see Kevin Harvick come up the racetrack. He could have held his line. You can watch him compared to Bowyer. If you guys have to rewind the video just to watch that part, you'll see Kevin Harvick's car go up above the the white line, and Clint Bowyer stay down. You'll see it up there. He's way up, but But what really bugs me is, like I said, the minimum speed. We have a minimum speed for a reason. Why did he not get black flagged? He was not holding minimum speed. There's no way. And because you've seen him go right from the front to the back in that one start or whatever. He went from like in the top 10 all the way back to the 30th. So it's interesting. One of the things Denny Hamlin said was that Kevin Harvick had to. I'm not going to even get into that because I have to have the exact quote, and I don't have the exact quote right now. So if you need to find that, go watch Denny Hamlin's interview. He said something about Kevin Harvick being in 30th place on the backstretch if he didn't do something like this. So now remember, this is all my opinion, okay, guys? So, but that is the thing right there. He came off the racetrack. You can clearly see it and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get on to the next clip. This is gonna be the radio transmission, from Kevin Harvick. So, yeah, it's gonna start now.
Hopefully they wreck right past our finish line. May end up with something. We'll be out. Everybody's done a good job all day though, no matter what. I know you ain't got much option, but I would try to block as many positions as you can because that's really what it's gonna come down to. Tell us 6 to push me. I said 4 on that.
Alright, so the thing that really stands out in this video for me is, I think it was Rodney Childers or whatever. He was telling Kevin Harvick to try and block as many people as he can. But what I don't understand is if you're running that slow around the racetrack and you're going to try blocking somebody, that's going to cause a wreck. Because you're so much slower and you got these guys with the draft sucking up to the back of your car, you're gonna wreck them if you try blocking them. That's like the same thing Tony Stewart did at Talladega a few years ago when he came down and tried blocking and took out pretty much half the field. No, it's not the same as in the sense that he was blowing a motor or that he was a lot slower. He just made a mistake, but that's a different story. I'm just using the comparison of blocking. Yeah, like Kyle Petty said, I'm not a big Kyle Petty fan, I'll just put that out there, but blocking is not illegal in NASCAR. It's really not, but my personal standpoint, and this is not Kyle Petty, this is me talking, I don't like blocking. I've never liked blocking. I think it causes a lot of unnecessary wrecks, and I think it's really dirty. I think it's a dirty way of racing. Just like last week when Kenseth blocked Joey Logano into the wall, and then he got wrecked by Joey Logano. Blocking is terrible. I don't like blocking, but I don't know. This situation, Kevin Harvick had to cause a wreck to make the chase. And that's just it. Because if he did not cause a wreck, or there was not a wreck being caused, he would not have made the chase. He would have been out because of how slow the car was. So that's very interesting. You didn't really hear very much on the radio chatter. Not like Clint Boyer when saying his arm itched or something like that. You didn't get really anything out of it. The only thing Kevin Harvick actually said was tell the 6 to push me. But that never happened. He went right around the outside. And I think Kyle Petty also was the one that said it. I don't usually watch the post-race shows and stuff, but I actually did this time because it was pretty interesting. He was trying to block Kenseth probably from getting past him, but I don't see how that could have ended well anyway. You had so much slower car that's literally not even going, as you guys could see in the first video, and try blocking the field. That's just going to cause a really, really bad wreck. And then that could lead back to safety and it hurting somebody. So the next video that I'm going to show you guys is probably the smoking gun for me, honestly. When I saw this, I know they showed it on NASCAR, and I think a lot of people honestly overlooked it, but I think this is honestly the smoking gun. This next video is Kevin Harvick, his onboard. And what I find interesting about this video, actually I'm going to let you guys watch it really quick, so here's the video. Okay, so it was just a short little clip, but my question is, there's two things in this video that really got me. And the first one was his helmet. Why, or him in general, why was he staring at the rear view? He knew what he was going to do there. You can see, if you pause it, he literally was staring in the rear view the entire time. He wasn't even looking forward at anything. Yeah, exactly. I'm just watching it again. he kept staring in the rear view, and then that was pretty much it. He never even looked forward at all. And I don't understand the point of that. That's kind of, for me, like, why are you staring in the rear view instead of looking forward? I understand that at Talladega you mirror drive and all that stuff. I understand that. But this specific thing on a restart, you're just already looking at, you're looking at your rear view the entire time. So that just doesn't, I don't know. Something about that just doesn't make sense. Now, the second thing in this video that I don't understand is Kevin Harvick's on a straightaway, barely going he's probably going about 70, 75, maybe 80. Why is he moving his wheel back and forth, left to right? That doesn't make sense to me. You can't really spin your tires at Talladega, honestly, because of how low a gearing. And if I'm wrong there, tell me I'm wrong. But last I knew, the gearing that they run there is so low that you can't spin your tires. That's why you can't really do a burnout. I guess you can, but like everything I've seen, that it's just so low a gearing. So he couldn't really spin the tires there. So why on a straightaway is he moving his wheels back left and right? That's one thing that I really don't understand about that. That was honestly the big smoking gun for me. I just don't understand it. If you guys understand why, or can give me a logical reason why he was spinning or putting his wheels back left and right, like constantly, like he's like getting ready to wreck because he's gonna blow a tire, leave your guys' comments below. So my overall opinion of this, guys, is that I think personally Kevin Harvick did it. I think he did. However, this is a hard one. Let me say that. The video shows him, the biggest thing is when he's moving the wheel back, left and right, why is he doing that? It doesn't make any sense. He's on a straightaway, not even going in a turn yet. Yeah, you get the tri-oval, but you don't ever rock your steering wheel back and forth like that. It just doesn't make sense. So I would have to say that I could agree with Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, and there was a couple other people, Trevor Bayne, that he did wreck these guys on purpose so he could stay in the chase. And I hate to say that because that's our champion. That was our last year's champion, and it kind of disappoints me. It really does. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me for this one and not, but it's the truth. All the evidence leads to it. He came up the track to try, I don't know if he tried to block somebody and then it just turned out wrong, but he still came up and wrecked the field not really on, I don't know, probably on purpose. If he would hit the backstretch, he wouldn't have been in the chase. Let's just face that right now. So he had to find a way of making it into the chase, and I'm assuming that's how he did it. And I hate to say that, I really do, because I'm glad that nobody got hurt, especially Denny Hamlin. He drove into the wall pretty hard and everything like that. I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad everybody's okay that wrecked. But that's just my opinion on it. I think that he did do it. So leave it as right there, and what you guys, I don't know what you guys think. So if you guys have comments, please leave it in the comment section and I'll read it. Like I said, I'm disabling the like and dislikes on this video just for reasons. But on an up note, I do want to thank you guys for 162 subscribers. That's friggin' awesome. I also hope you guys enjoyed my interview with Matt Dusenberry. That was a very cool experience, a very amazing experience, and I hope I get to do something like that again one day. And I had a lot of fun with that, and I hope that got you guys some answers. Hopefully, more towards next year, or into next year, we'll get some more details on NASCAR 16 or 2016, whatever the title is going to be. It's still an ongoing title, I assume. But if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest NASCAR news, reviews, and even gaming news, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching.